Hi everyone, welcome back. This is JJ. I hope you guys are doing fine. Today's message is very much unplanned. Just this quick channeled message that I'm getting and I'm seeing a lot in readings. And so I feel like this is a collective message overall. So I'm just going to be pulling cards, chatting with you guys, and just, very unplanned, very, how can I say this? Very organic reading. That's the word. It's going to be a very organic reading. So what I'm seeing here in the shift that I'm seeing is that a lot of us are stepping out of our heads and into our heart space. Okay, there is this shift of the divine feminine. A lot of people are embodying the divine feminine energy currently, and I see a lot of us stepping into this, and it's helping a lot of us connect back to our truth. So a lot of us, there has been this course correction that has been happening in our lives, and we have been seeing it, right? With all the eclipses, with all these planets in retrograde. And so us stepping into the new age of Aquarius, it's like we're seeing there's a lot more love, a lot more truth in all aspects of everyone's lives, right? In every sense of that word. Truths within ourselves, things that we are very much, it's like things that we can't deny anymore. There's this like reflection, an inner reflection that we're currently doing. And I feel like it's, like I said, it's happening on a collective level. It's just not like, even if it's happening, you know, of course it always happens with one individual at a time, and then eventually it kind of ripples out. But is this energy of connecting back to truth, the truth in our hearts? Is this sense of going back to zero is kind of the energy that I'm picking up. And for a lot of us, it's like all of a sudden we are waking up to, a that was not okay. That is a boundary that should not have been crossed. A lot of us are taking responsibility for a lot of the roles that we have played in our lives, and we're seeing this with other people, we're seeing it within ourselves, but particularly you're going to catch it right now with yourself. You're going to start to feel different, do things differently. It's like a lot more awareness within you, even if you were already a very aware person. And this is going to lead to a lot of empowerment here. Okay, hold on. It's like you're coming back home. You're coming back home. That's the message that I keep getting, and I've been channeling this, is you're coming home. Coming home to yourself, coming back to your truth, coming home to the things that you love, coming home to who you are and who you were always meant to be. I feel like the things that you have been going through have been lessons, and you're coming back to this place where you're going to be able to trust yourself and trust what you're seeing in the mirror, trusting your own discernment. Yes, and it's bringing with it a lot of clarity. For a lot of people, this is manifesting a new psychic gifts. This is something that I'm also seeing in readings. This is something that I'm seeing in my own personal life. And you guys know everything that I talk about usually is because I went through it on some level, and then I'm starting to see it in other people. That's just the way it goes. That's just the way I do my journey. How it manifests for me, for everybody's going to be different, but yes, it's this wave that has been kind of like creating this ripple, if you will. And so you're starting to see, because you're connecting back to truth and you're connecting back to yourself, you're starting to see this energy of like, oh, there's this new gift. It's always been there. It's always been there. It's just because estaba cubierto, estaba tapado, it was veiled, if you will, with other things, and it was because you needed to learn certain lessons, or maybe we got off track, or, it's for so many different things for everybody. Yes, there is an upgrade happening at a DNA level, and I thank my, one of my clients for also I just did her reading like literally 2 minutes ago, and I was like, I need to get this message out because it's happening to a lot of people. There is this kind of like upgrade in some way in your body, in your system. And I feel like right now it's important that you just let it be. Let it be what it needs to be at this time. I'm dropping my cards. Yeah, and to allow yourself to be in the present moment, to go within. I feel like meditating right now will be really good, or just allowing yourself to be in your own thoughts. Sorry, I'm picking up my cards here. Yeah, allow yourself to listen quietly to your own truth, not to anybody else's, because I feel like at this point, usually what happens when we start connecting with our truth, we start hearing truths of other people. And this is where discernment comes in. This is where you need to make time and connect with yourself. Is that valid for me? Does that resonate with me? And if it doesn't, that's okay. It doesn't have to, because your truth is yours and it's not for everybody else, okay? Let's see. Yeah, I feel like your intuition right now is going to be your best guide. This change is happening and it's happening slow. But like I said on Insta, slow change is stable change. It's good change, okay? Seeing things for what they are. Like I said, with the mirror analogy, there is this sense of like, there is no more denying the truth of certain things, certain behaviors, certain decisions, of certain feelings, that you can no longer, lie to yourself about certain things. It's like these upgrades are no longer allowing yourself to fool yourself in some way. Let's see. We're going to pull a deck from the Alchemy Oracle cards, and we have gold. Yeah, the Great Serpent. It's like your guides are allowing you, kind of like embracing you, enveloping you, to give you space for you to listen to your truth. If you have been trying to go out with friends, if you have been trying to do things and your guides are like, nope, have a seat. You're not doing that right now. The time will come, but not right now. It's because your guides want you to get comfortable with this truth. They want you to get comfortable with your emotions, so that way when you go back out there into the world, you know who you are and you know what you stand for and you know what your boundaries are. So don't ever take the fact that spirit pulls you away from certain things for a while or isolates you for a little bit as a bad thing. It's actually spirit just being like, you know what, just get comfortable with who you are, Yeah, because there's been a lot of things. There's been a lot of changes happening with Pluto being here. But you know that after those changes, then sugar comes in, right? I'm getting that song, Sugar, Sugar. I don't know if someone was listening to that song. But that is coming in. So we're going to read that one because I do want to read it. So let's see. Gold. This is illumination, culmination. It says the alchemist gold is no ordinary gold. It is not found in rings or coins or necklaces. It is a substance buried deep, deep within. And that is the reason why spirit is kind of like giving you the space, right? Sometimes referred to as gold of the wise, philosophic gold, the ethereal stone, or the divine quintessence. I probably butchered that. And the dog barking is always ancestor confirmation for me. Among countless other names. For our purpose, we seek not the physical metal, but the mystical essence within each alchemist. Again, we're going within. We are changing the focus to the external, to the internal. We're connecting back to our body, is the energy that I've been picking up for the collective. How do we recognize it? It mimics qualities of the metal itself, soft and radiant, and its planetary counterpart, the sun. It's no wonder gold is associated with the heart. Again, this connection back to the heart. When this card arrives, there is something of incredible value at hand. It's marvelous and rare. Cherish it. Get to know it. Get to know its properties and its source. The gold card carries a distinct shadow. If mistaken for a purely physical material, it can lead to greed and excess, causing the alchemist to lose their way. So again, somehow, and I'm not excluding myself here, I always tell people I'm on the same boat as you guys in some way, right? I feel like as a collective, we lost our path. Seeking gold, but we forgot that gold is something that we need to find within ourselves. And I feel like the shift is happening, that now we're going to go look within, and this is going to have beautiful secuelas, ripple effects, if you will. So let's pull some tarot here. And again, I feel like you're meant to go within to cherish it, you know? Cherish yourself. Love yourself. Know that you're worthy of everything that you want. Know that you are important. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Like I said, we're slowing down. We're slowing down. We're analyzing. We're looking at exactly what is it that we're investing in. Is it just something physical? Or is it something that is really going to help us and connect with our heart space? Something that is going to inspire us. But the only way for us to know this is if we go within, if we slow down. If we don't rush through things. Yes. If we don't rush to build things. Because we want to create stable things. Stable structures, connections, whatever it is, you know? But our guides are saying we need to master it. We need to perfect it. We need to pay attention to details, right? This is my craftsmanship card with the Eight of Pentacles. For some of you, the work is changing. You're going to see a lot of people change the way that they approach spirituality. That is changing. That is shifting. I feel like people are going more hands-on as well. I don't know why. That's something that I am picking up. You're going to see new collaborations, new bridges being formed. This could be in your own personal life as well. With the Eight of Pentacles here, again, like I said, the craftsmanship. This person has isolated themselves so much that they have perfected something because they love it and they're passionate about it. And they're having time pass by them so fast and they're not even aware of it because they're so engulfed and submerged into this talent, this skill that is like giving them so much life, in which eventually, you know, they will share with the world. And for a lot of you, you have already been doing this, right? You have been kind of planning behind the scenes. I see fast forward movement. We have 2 8s being here. Yeah, but for some of you, there's still a little bit of confusion here. You're still not quite sure. But that's okay. Go within. This is Pisces energy. Like I said, there might be things that you're like, I wanted it to move forward. And it didn't, right? And you didn't understand why. It's because you still need to go within. You need to find that gold within. But things will start moving in a lot faster than you think. Yeah, there was just certain things that were not good with the devil, that were holding you back. There were certain chains, there were certain restraints that couldn't, it's like Spirit couldn't give you this Ace of Pentacles quite yet, because if they did, these same restraints, the same chains that were binding you would hold you back from fully growing this beautiful Ace of Pentacles into the 10 of Pentacles to eventually become the King of Pentacles. Yeah, so right now you're in this page, right? You're on your way. You're on your way. For some of you, you're learning something new. There's a new craft that you're perfecting, and that's okay. For some of you, you're still indecisive, and that is okay. That is okay, because you have to go within. You have to ask yourself, is this really what I want? Is this really what I want? Yeah, there was something that you needed to master. It says, mastering what you are being called to. For some of you, it is a particular skill, a hobby, your niche, conquering your life's mission, discovering your true self. Again, for many of you, this is the journey that you've been on. And for many of you, you're almost done. I gotta be completely honest. And you're almost ready to build. You've been in this Eight of Pentacles. Maybe you haven't been on your usual routine. And that's okay, because you needed to go within to remind yourself of who you are and what it is that you want to share with the world. In whatever way that is. You know, that you could be an architect. You probably didn't know what kind of designs do you want to do or create. You know, maybe you were studying medicine and you didn't know what kind of doctor you wanted to be. Maybe you wanted to be a teacher and you just didn't know exactly what it is that you wanted to teach. And that's okay. That's part of you know, your human journey. Discovering who you are. Yes, because you've been on this path of your heart. And this is where many of us are going. A path dedicated to romantic love. Main life lessons will be heart based on earth to obtain emotional wisdom. For a lot of you, you do have a lot of the EI, emotional intelligence. But follow your heart, because that is what is becoming your legacy. That is going to be your legacy. Because you're meant to give to others. You're meant to inspire others. But I feel like maybe you were stuck trying to rescue other people. And in the process, you forgot to rescue yourself. But I feel like you're remembering that if you don't rescue yourself, then how are you going to be able to rescue other people? But that is what I have for you guys. Take care of yourself. I hope that it resonated. If it just resonates with one person, that is a-okay. Then that means I did my job. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Bye.